Hey everyone, this is Fi. I'm checking out Skeletal Dance Party. This is part of the AGDG Demo Day 20. Got the game page open here. It says this is a small demo of the tutorial level. Purpose of the demo is to test the interaction model. Lots of the art are placeholders and the game is still in alpha. Everything is subjected to change. The game should run in browser, but for best gameplay experience, download. So I am running the downloaded version, just to point that out. Skeleton Dance Party is a Pikmin-style strategy game with focus on AI and physics. The art style is made of cute voxels and sweet beats by Connor O.R.T. Linning. Connor O.R.T. Linning stands for the soundtrack. I guess that means sweet beats by this person stands for the soundtrack, whatever. Just awkward wording there. It is the successor to Skeletal Dance Simulator. It features improved art, improved gameplay, a new soundtrack, and much more. How to play. WASD is move mouse, move cursor, left click, command minion, right click, select minion, space attack, must hover enemy. Alright. Scroll mouse wheel, change minion. Press scroll wheel or E. Telekinesis, grab item, tab, change camera angle. It's got some social media pages here if you want to check out the game. The link will be in the description below. I am noticing, just looking at the controls here, without having played it yet, obviously, it does mention that you press space. Spacebar is to attack while you're hovering over the minion. I mean, at the risk of pointing out the obvious, and I know a lot of strategy games use just the mouse buttons. It just changes context when you hover over an enemy, when you have one of your guys selected. Just right or left click, so it kind of confuses me why you would elect to use the space bar for a mouse, like with the mouse input like that. It seems a little awkward, but we're going to try it out. So I got the game open here. Let me go ahead and get rid of that overlay. So I have not seen anything past the screen. It looks like there's some social media links on the right. This is a small demo of the tutorial level. Kind of already read that, so hopefully we can kind of remember the controls here. I guess we have to... Is this me? Oh, right. WASD is to move around. Kind of a slidey movement. It takes a long time for the character to rotate towards where you're going. Also very awkward animation. Seems like Miss Foxybutt here is kind of leaning off to the side awkwardly. There's a big question mark, I guess. Oh, is that just hovering my mouse over it tells me something? Okay. Interesting. Use space to attack, so I'm noticing the cursor is kind of covering the text here a little. Magical crystal. Is that what I want to... Alright, so I guess that's attack. Yeah, I do find that a little awkward feeling. Do I pick that up, or do I just... I think that just knocked out this wall thing here. Magical wall, impossible to destroy, must destroy power source. So maybe I can... Telekinesis, grab objects at distance with scroll wheel or E. Throwing objects around causes damage. I think it was middle or E. Can I do this maybe? Oh, it's making... Oh, okay, it's working. Alright, so one thing I noticed is that this thing is way over here. Now I can obviously, and I assume I meant to, kind of notice this over here and hover my mouse over here to kind of get the hint. But I do find it a little counterintuitive that, like, my character is right here and this thing is way over there, so that kind of gives me the idea that, like, I'm supposed to get my character over here before I can get the hint. Even though that's not the case, or I can just kind of go over here and kind of read it in the corner of the screen. But I do find it a little counterintuitive. I would consider putting this sort of thing like here, so that it's more a player's less likely to overlook that. Now I guess do this sort of thing. It might be nice if there's some sort of little flash or something when you initiate the telekinesis. Make it slightly more obvious that something's happening when you click, and it's it doesn't explicitly say that you have to hold it down, so someone might kind of wonder about that also. But in any case, I think we're just supposed to kind of smash that. Yeah, that works. Looks like we can see all the way up here even. Wizard staff, magical staff. I guess these are things. It looks like I can kind of cheat this. I don't know if that'll actually come down here though. I can interact with stuff up here. There it goes. Alright, so I don't know. Book of Wellness, or Weakness, sorry. Very weak book, decrease target's resistances by 15%, or negative 15% magic for 5 seconds. So can I pick that up or something? Or what is this supposed to do? In any case, I feel like I'm kind of like breaking the game a little by grabbing that from up there. I don't know if that's the case. And I don't know how this is supposed to work, but you can not walk over deadly ground. Is this deadly? Do I have health or something? Oh, I just can't. Oh, I can kind of take a couple. I think it's just the weird animation, but it kind of looks like I'm taking a step or two on top of it. So it's a little confusing. But I guess it's just the idea is we're not supposed to be able to cross this. Imagine I can just kind of bash the guy with the telekinesis, or is this a good guy? Oh, it's got a little heart there, so I guess he's good. I just walk over guys? Do I click on them? Looks like I click on them to kind of get them to follow me. Is it only one at a time? No, I guess not. Now this interaction I don't think was explained in any of these. I would think that'd be pretty important, like the fact that I can get these guys to follow me. Oh, maybe it was this right here. Select minions. I didn't even see that for some reason. Your minions can walk over dead floors, so I can tell you... Oh, I didn't really tell him to kill that, but I guess he got the idea anyways. Command minions with the right mouse button. Now, are they both... Can I, like... Doesn't appear that I can click and drag. I don't know if that means they're both selected. Only one of them is green, so I don't really quite understand that. Looks like they're both... No, it looks like it only sends one of them at a time. Whoa, I got stuck there for a minute. What was that? Why did I get stuck? I did it again. Okay, so I'm getting stuck. I don't know if it's on this right here. Some kind of weird collision going on right in this area. In any case, it's a good guy. Is that James? Is he hitting me? I think is that my health? Because he's showing... I don't see anything that's like red or anything to indicate that he's an enemy. I guess this is my health in the bottom left, so I guess he was hurting me. I couldn't really... That didn't really look like an attack very much to me, but... command minions with the right mouse button. Okay, so it'd be nice if there was a button that I could just press to call the minions to me, rather than having to like go get them and click on all of them. They seem eager to kill these things. And I have to command them individually, so that's a little annoying for this type of game. I'm gonna guess you probably don't get that many minions at a time. But generally with these things, you know, it's like you like to be able to just send like a horde at the same time. Let's see, pick up items, command minions to pick up items with the right mouse button. Okay, well I could also telekinesis this, right? I don't know what they're doing right now. They're trying to attack something, but then they're running back to me for some reason. Kind of going back and forth in like a loop or something. I guess he's attacking something over there. I can't see down. This is a thing you have to be careful of with this kind of view, where you don't rotate the camera or anything, but straight down is the direction where you have the least amount of vision. Like left and right, you have all this screen space, and forward, just because of the perspective, you can kind of see about as far that direction. But behind you, it's really bad. You don't get very much view in this direction, so that's kind of an issue you have to deal with. Let's see, rusty battle axe, old rusty battle axe, good for chopping wood and bones. Deal 1 might damage every 1 second to melee target. Now is this? Alright, so when I click on this guy, it doesn't seem to really select him though. It's like this guy is green and then this. Yeah, for some reason. Oh, I can right click him. But that's just because it sent that guy. Yeah, it seems I can't select this guy, which seems necessary. It looks like this is the selected guy right here, and I think he has... So I'm thinking these red boxes are for the minions, but I can't select my other guy. So I think that's probably a bug. I don't imagine that's intentional. But they can kind of swap weapons here. Rusty battle axe versus this one. Magical staff throws a magic missile. 1 magic damage within 5 range. I don't even know what the other guy has. I can kind of command him and then I'll get to see this person. So just the rusty axe. Knight's helmet. Alright, so that's what these are for. I think I have to go back this way. One of my minions is not following me, so I have to go back and click on him apparently. So I guess that guy killed this thing, which let me go through here, even though I couldn't, it was like off screen, I don't know. So there's some fighting going on. I notice these big bubbles kind of can obstruct the view a little bit. There's some action going on. Kind of the same for these chandeliers. Might be nice if these kind of went to transparency or something when you got out and close to them. Okay. Resistances. Some units, resistances. Some units are resistant against certain damage types. Okay. Health potion, I think. Again, ooh, that's not a good view. Okay, I'm right clicking on this. Do I want to left click? It doesn't want to pick that up. Okay, that guy does. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, is it because he's full health or something? It looks like they can't actually carry this. They can only, like, use it or something. I'd like to use it because I need health. But I can't, I don't think I can. Interesting. Rusty battle axe now, what would I want that for? I don't think I would. Does that say change minions use scroll? Oh, scroll wheel, change between minions. Does that even work? I guess I have to have them both selected and then, okay. So that does make sense, but yeah, I would definitely expect to be able to just click on this guy instead of having to scroll through everyone. So it doesn't seem to change, like if I scroll up and keep scrolling up, it doesn't seem to change back and forth. It seems to only be mouse up selects this guy and mouse down selects that guy, which I would expect to work if you only ever got 2 minions. I mean, it's nice in that case, but if I had 3, then I would wonder how would it work then? Doesn't really make sense to me. Now if I look in the bottom right here, it looks like we have a lot of space for like potential amount of minions here. So that's kind of strange. The other thing is that these guys get deselected sometimes. And then it's like the mouse wheel doesn't work anymore and you have to go and reselect them. I don't really like that concept. Now are these good friendly people? Oh, they are friendly. They have to get rid of these. So this has like a shield around it, I guess. Oh, this guy has a little horn thing. What does it say? I can't. Can I read what? Trumpet. For some reason, when I'm over this, I tried to hover over the trumpet. It wasn't working before. See right here, it's just magic crystal. Working right now. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a little wonky here. Anyways, Doot Doot launches a tone every 1 second, dealing 1 music damage within 5 range. So it's a little hard to kind of see what everyone has. You have to kind of not only scroll through all your minions, but you have to look at this teeny little icon down here and try to kind of decipher what that is. Wizard, staff, and they're not in the same order either. It might be nice if you're gonna have an inventory thing, just put like a slot for a weapon and a slot for, you know, a hat and a slot for whatever else, and then always put the items in that position rather than this kind of thing where it could be in any order, because that makes it a lot harder. Really silly hat. Oops. Oh, I right clicked on it and it's sending dudes down down here. Okay, so I have to reselect these guys now. It's kind of annoying. I see what it's doing with the mouse wheel now. It's kind of doing this thing. I expected it would just keep cycling through. So I imagine that would get pretty weird if these were like filling up all these. This would start getting kind of annoying to cycle through all the dudes like this. Now, with all this messing around, I never really realized what took out this wall right here. Was that just always... Oh, this died. Well, I don't know what killed that. I guess there's a shield. See, I don't know what kind of shield was it. Did it have a certain type of... resistance? I don't understand. They're just going over there. They're not trying to kill the crystal. Oh, this thing came down too. Well, see, that's confusing. So I have to go get these guys. I only got 2 of them. Oh, there's another one of these. They do seem quite eager to do anything. What, that guy just took off. What the heck? What are you doing? So I have 3 selected. Did I lose one of you down here? Where'd you go? There you are. I do notice there's a tiny little mini-map up here, which could be helpful, although it's very tiny. I don't really know what this means. Does it give them an ability that they can use? Then I have to try to select. I guess this one has the old axe, so maybe I want him to have the staff. Then gonna have to kind of look down at the bottom right to find out who I'm selecting here. No, I'll give you this a weakness, I guess. What is going on? Why are they why did they start attacking that? After I picked up the book? I don't understand. And it had like the shield effect around it. I don't get it. That's very confusing. I guess it's a portal of some sort. That's the end of the level. Okay, well, this is thank you for playing. This was just a short introduction to get feedback on the interaction. Follow progress on the following pages. Alright, so it's pretty interesting concept in general. I think there's I kind of like the sort of Diablo feel in the presentation, along with the idea of having a bunch of minions that you're commanding around. So I think there's a lot of potential there. I do think there's a lot of little little nitpicky things that were kind of getting in the way of the experience for me, which I hope I kind of was able to verbalize reasonably well. But yeah, I'm not going to try and summarize everything I said because I won't ever remember everything. But lots of little details here and there. So hopefully, through this video, you could kind of pick out those things that I was picking up on, and hopefully that's reasonably clear to you. But definitely let me know if you have any questions about anything. And definitely interesting. It's obviously very early still, so a lot of ways to go. But hopefully you'll, in addition to other things, kind of be able to make some of these UI things a little more clear. And yeah, just in general, there's a lot of different things that I think this kind of thing is kind of hard to put together, honestly. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that could be improved on. And hopefully this video is useful. And I will see you guys in the next one.